my name is Michael Hart and I am from England. Okay. My passport number is 660066. Okay, what's your name?
Hello sir, my name is Ran Kumari and I'm from Rotterdam.
Great. Okay. Do you prefer to wake up early in the morning or you prefer to wake up late? Why?
Actually, I'm nowadays I am very tired, so I prefer to wake up late in the morning because when I get up in the morning, that time I want to sleep more, and so my tiredness is not lose that time, so I prefer to get
Okay.
late.
What do you usually do in your free time?
In my leisure time, I always do reading books and hanging out social media, and I spend a lot of time with my friends and family members. And I also playing chess. Yeah.
Okay. Next. How often do you use public transportations?
I always use public transportation because when I'm living Bodha Kathmandu, so when I go for a study, so I use public transport, and I also use like shopping and going to shopping, and that time I always use public transportation like bus.
Okay. Now, do you like reading books?
Yeah, I like reading books. Mostly, I prefer to read fairy tale and adventurous books. So when I'm free, that time I read books a lot.
Okay. Do you prefer to live in a big city or in a small village?
Well, I talking honestly, I prefer live countryside because in countryside we peace and calm and no noise pollution and any pollution say there. So I must like to live countryside, but con- countries area are also good because we find many facility like hospitals, many modern hospitals and schools and markets are available there. So both are good, but I like most countryside.
Okay. Now we are in part two. I'm showing you a topic. Okay. You have 1 minute to prepare.
Well, helping people are good for our social work. So, I am talking about one people which who I give help them, and who is my cousin sister, and she is study in a primary school, and she is also working a part-time job, but he have not that money to pay. He had not money that pay for their fee, She told me about her situation. So mm, I suggest to forgive money them and him and so since when I was sitting on my home that time he she called me and she told me about her problem, and I also think to pay money for her school fee, and I I give her 3,000 rupees, and and he she she felt good that time, and I like to I like to give money that time, and
Okay. Now we're in IELTS speaking part 3. Okay. I'm going to ask you 4 questions only. Why do people help others?
people help other people's because nowadays humanity are also found in our country, and another country or another peoples are also using so much, and they they didn't expend money for someone, and so humanity are also available, like we bond other people and like friends, so the people's help other people.
Okay. Do you think people today are do you think people today are less willing to help others than in the past?
Yeah, I think people are less help in past than now. So because in the past peoples are very friendly to other peoples, and they respect them, but nowadays many peoples are not good for for other peoples, because modern era we found modern era, and every peoples have a cell phone and many smartphones, so they cheat, and they cheat other peoples, and they only think they only think borrow other people, but they not give help other
Okay.
people.
Let me ask you 2 last questions. Have you ever received help from a stranger? Have you ever received help from a stranger?
Yeah, I give help from a stranger when I was studying in primary school. That time I gave I
Okay, sorry. My question is, have you ever received help from a stranger? Has any unknown guy helped you?
okay, sir. Well, I Yeah, I received one gift when one one help with a stranger when I was studying in primary school. That time one boy are like um,
Okay, let me ask you last questions. Do you think internet Do you think internet is boon for our human being? It is boon or a cause?
I think internet is good, or sometimes internet is give a disadvantage too, because when you study, then people sorts many kinds of subjects and related to education and study purpose. So when you study study purpose, so we find a lot of things in internet, through the internet. But nowadays boys and peoples are also use a lot of lot of internet, and they didn't concentrate their career and study, so internet is also disadvantage for this.
Okay, now we're in the end of Ielts speaking exam. Okay, now I'm giving you feedback. What's your name? I forgot.
Exam.
Ranu. Okay, you write your name, Ranu. Ranu. Okay. Okay. Part one. Oh, Ranu. Ranu Kumari. Okay. In part one, when you were answering, you said, I am get up. Whenever you have to describe your daily activities, you have to use simple present tense. I get up early in the morning. Okay, you said I am get up. It is wrong. And next, instead of, okay, next, okay, what do you usually do in your free time? You have paraphrased the question. Free time, instead of free time, you said leisure time. Very good. Okay, you have to use synonyms. And okay, hang out, good verb. Okay, but playing, you said play. It's again daily activities. I play different kinds of games in my free time. You said playing, which is wrong. Number three, okay, when I was asking questions, how often do you use public transportations? You have used, use verb 4 times, which is not good. Utilized. Okay. And next, number four, okay, instead of saying like, okay, what was my questions? Do you like reading books? Why or why not? Instead of like, you can say would like, you can say prefer. And what is the synonym of read? Go through. Okay, why or why not? Speak on both sides. Okay, sometimes I feel lazy, and at that time, I feel like chatting with my intimate friends who are geographically far away from my country, and I love to share my tender feelings with them. And sometimes I don't like to read books whenever I feel bored. Okay, speak on both sides. And question number five. Okay, when I was asking, okay, do you prefer to live in a big city or in a small village? Okay, when she was saying, I love to live in countryside, okay, she gave good logic. There is love, peace, happiness, and environment is very tranquil. And she said in countryside there are lots of hospitals, which is not good. In countryside, you cannot get lots of hospitals. You can get physically well-equipped hospitals in urban areas, in cities areas only. You get irrelevant answers. In part two, okay, you made several mistakes. Okay, at first you spoke well, and you said one people. It's bad English, wrong English. A guy, a man. Okay, and you said My brother is studying. My brother is studying. She had to say my brother is studying. Okay. And now he have. She said he have. He have. He has. Okay. And that's suggest. Okay. She was speaking about past. She had to say suggested. Okay. Now, okay. She was talking about her cousin sister, and she used him. Him. She had to say her. And she said, I think I should help him. I thought it was appropriate time to help her. You had to use past tense. And okay, that time no, at that time. In part three, okay, instead of help, you should have said assist. In my questions, there was help word. You have to use another synonyms, assist. Okay, and while giving answers of simple present tense, or she said didn't, you have to say don't. Okay, and next. Okay, whenever you get opinion based questions do you think people today are less willing to help others in the past? I have sent you templates. Whenever you get opinion questions, you have to say, as far as my knowledge is concerned, from my perspective, no need to write. You have to read the tips that I have sent you. There are many. To my knowledge, in my opinion, as far as my knowledge is concerned. Whenever you have to give opinion answers, you have to use such phrases, but you didn't. And and whenever you have to compare, you have to speak about the past, you have to speak about the present, but you didn't. Okay. And when you were speaking about the advantages and disadvantages of computer, you didn't use wide range of vocabulary. You have to speak on both sides. Internet can be boon and it can be curse for us. It all depends how we use it. Okay. You didn't give nice example. You have to give the example of Elon Musk. You can give the example of your younger sisters who became successful and who became super unsuccessful. Okay, so wide range of vocabulary and examples, good use of connectors you should keep in mind when you start giving the answers in IELTS speaking part 1, part 2 and part 3. Okay, now this is the end of what IELTS speaking part 2. Now we have two more students. Okay, what you need to do, and we have just 5 minutes only, and this is not sufficient time. Okay, there is students, and tomorrow at first I will give him 30 minutes for IELTS speaking test, and after that for 30 minutes more I will start teaching you writing sections. Okay, from tomorrow I am going to teach you how you should write in IELTS speaking writing module 1 and writing module 2. Okay, let me speak on this topic at least for 5 minutes. In writing module, okay, in part 1 you will get table, you will get line graph, you will get bar graph, you will get diagram, you will get process chart, you can get pie chart also. IELTS writing part 1 is very easy. You need to invest at least 15 days to prepare IELTS writing task 1. And many IELTS instructors say to write answers well in part 1, IELTS writing part 1 is very easy. But my long experience say, though it is easy, you have to practice a lot. Okay, you have to. I have sent you the book name Makar IELTS. Makar IELTS writing part 1. Please read all the tables, all the line graphs, all the bar graphs, all the diagrams which the writer has written in her book. Kiran Makar is an accomplished IELTS instructor. She is from India and she has written books on IELTS as speaking part 1, as speaking module, as writing module. Please go through her book intensively and extensively. Okay? And IELTS writing task 2, you have to prepare at least 300 questions. If you are going to take IELTS after 2 weeks, prepare only 60 questions only. If you have 2 months, prepare at least 100 questions. It depends the length of time you have. Okay? IELTS writing task 2 is not easy. You need wide range of vocabulary. Generally, they will ask you 4 types of essays in IELTS writing task 2. Now, number 1 is agree and disagree essay. Whenever you get agree and disagree essay, you have to say why you agree and why you disagree. Okay, one you have to say why you agree and why you disagree. And another type of questions you will get advantages and disadvantages questions. And when you get advantages and disadvantages questions, you have to write on both sides. Write an essay on the advantages and disadvantages of online class. You have to write advantages in body paragraph 1 and disadvantages in what? Body paragraph 2. The next question is what? Discussion questions. Whenever you get discussion questions, you have to write on both sides and you have to give your own opinion. Okay? And next is called what? Problem solution questions. Whenever you get problem solution questions, you have to show why problem occurred and you have to show what is the solutions of that problem. Show problem and show solution. It's very easy. IELTS writing task 2 is not very tough if you have wide range of vocabulary and if you are linguistically sound. So this was for today, and dear IELTS test takers, if you like my teaching style, please subscribe my channel and write comment in the comment box. Thank you very much.